Hello, everybody, and welcome to Fandom Fights. I am your host, Tim Berkala. We have another round 2 tournament match for you this evening. We have the number 7 seed, Cameron Holzmann, going up against the number 10 seed, Albert Wiradharma. These two played each other last season in the tournament, I believe, in round 1 of the tournament. So this is a bit of a retelling, maybe. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But they've played before. They're faction mates. It's going to be interesting to see how the match goes this evening. Both are kind of playing at the top of their game. Albert, most recently in teams with Boatman, has been playing extremely well. And Holtzmann and Redshaw in teams as well, playing really great. But their singles careers also thriving right now. So it's going to be very, very cool to see them go head-to-head again, see how it differs from last season to this season. But let's go talk to them right now in the promos.
Alrighty, we're here back in round 2 of the tournament. Like Tim said, this is like the exact same position that you were in last year. You faced Holtzmann in the round of 16. Well, it just fate happened that it came around a second time, and you guys would play each other here again. But this is just kind of what happens when you have a big faction. Players from the same faction will play each other. It just is what it is. But we're going to do our best that the opposite is the reverse this time, where we're the ones moving on. And Holtzmann's the one who will be watching the rest of this, not as a competitor. I'm trying to be as nice as possible because Holtzmann, he's frustrating, but I love him to death. But you know what, Albert started this season KOing Malcolm in a retirement match, and then he played Nazario in one of the best matches of the season. So he is riding hot right now. So the key for us tonight is stay calm, stay focused, capitalize on mistakes, and play our game.
Yeah, absolutely. I am very nervous for here today. The last match was really close. I've been on the road for the past week, and I'm playing off a hotel Wi-Fi, so that just adds to my stress level. But I really want to win today, so we'll see what happens. Hopefully, I can put up a good fight.
Man, respect the man. Let's do it.
Here's a rematch we knew was going to happen at some point. Never fucking wanted. Look, last time we played, it came down to the last question. We eked out the win. But Albert is one of the scariest players I've ever seen. He's having one of the best seasons of anyone right now. And he's been thriving in tournament settings across all the leagues right now. So we're kind of in a position where he's probably the scariest person you're going to have to play until maybe the semis. So this is going to be a tough one. What do you think?
Yeah, when I saw the bracket and I saw that in round 2, I would probably be playing Albert. I got very frustrated because as much as the last time we played, I think statistically is maybe my best match ever, it's also the most stressful match I've ever had. I don't like playing Albert. Albert is scary. Albert is great. And also he's my friend. So even if I win, I feel really bad about it like I did last time. But the good news is last year we played in round 1 of the tournament. This year we played in round 2. Next year we'll see each other in round 3. And then eventually we'll both have the title at the same time because that's how math works, right?
That's Nico logic. Right. So that's now, math. Look, no matter what happens, we're going to be happy. Mayor's biggest man. Let's play.
I just want to point out that Koha said no matter what happens, they'll be happy. I would like him to think about that in past, present, and future forever when his teams play each other. So let's get into it right now with round number 1. Here is how it is going to work. There are going to be 10 questions, 10 random categories in the realm of Fandom Fights. Each question is worth 1 point apiece. If either or both of you get all 10 questions correct, you will be issued a bonus question. Gentlemen, any questions as we get into round number 1?
Do we really have to do this again?
Yes. Unless one of you wants to forfeit, I guess we could release the video that way. I didn't think so. Okay, let's get into round number 1. Here's the first question. It's the category of Mission Impossible. What does Sean Ambrose use to cut off a part of his henchman Stamp's finger in Mission Impossible 2? Also known as MI2. Or that one where his hair is long and the movie is bad. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Cam
I wasn't sure. I said a laser.
and Albert.
I say a paper hole puncher.
Both incorrect. We were looking for a cigar cutter. Cigar cutter. All right. Next question is in Middle Earth. Which creatures in Middle Earth are also known as halflings? Yesterday I did a thing. I didn't have to work. So I watched a lot of movies. I think I watched like 5 movies. It was great. It's the first time in a while I've been able to do that, and it was beautiful. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Albert.
Hobbits?
And Cam.
Hobbits.
That is correct. I almost gave away the answer because I did, in fact, watch The Hobbit. So I'm glad I didn't say that. 1-1.
Just naming one of the movies in the category.
Yeah, no big deal. All right, the next question is in Star Wars. How many different planets do we see Yoda on alive in the original Star Wars trilogy? Of all the puppets that I love in the world of cinema, Yoda's like number 4, if I'm being honest with myself. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Cam, I can't wait to see your answer because you look confused.
I think it's just Dagobah 1.
Albert.
I also have just one.
That's correct. Good job.
Okay,
man.
I was like, I don't like being screwed with.
All right, your next question is in Fandom quotes. Which Marvel villain said the quote, "You can't keep denying what you are, man. You think the humans will ever accept a half-breed like you? They can't. They're afraid of you." End quote. Yoda's on my shirt. Didn't even realize that, but still number 4. I think I take Kermit. Definitely Fozzie. And those like old lady things from The Last Jedi that are on the planet with the little wheelbarrow that the thing gets knocked on and they look up at Rey. It's pretty funny. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's start with Albert.
I have no clue. I just said Magneto.
And Cam.
I said Deacon Frost.
Deacon Frost is correct.
Beautiful.
The only Marvel half-breed I could think of was Blade.
All right. So the next question is in Disney live action. Name 2 Disney live action films that Joe Johnston has a directing credit on. I once directed a movie in high school. It's terrible. I'm thinking about deleting it off of YouTube because I don't even want to. It's private under my account right now, so nobody can get to it. But it's god awful. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's start with Cam.
The Rocketeer and Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
And Albert.
I said The Rocketeer and Homeward Bound.
Cam is correct. We also would have accepted The Nutcracker and The 4 Realms. All right. The next question is going to be in Star Trek. Why doesn't Nero kill Spock Prime when he comes through the black hole in Star Trek 09? This is a good movie. Nick's not here, so I can trash this franchise. There's like 5 movies I like. That's honestly maybe even 2. Well, no. Like 6, 5, 6, somewhere in there that I like. And maybe like 2 that I love. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Albert, we'll start with you.
He wants him to watch Vulcan get destroyed.
And Cam.
Yeah, I had no idea. I said because they arrived at different times.
Albert is correct. So it is now 4-3 in favor of Cam as we get into the next question, which is in Fandom Oscars. Who is the only composer to be nominated for an MCU film? The MCU. I've seen those movies once or twice. They're pretty good. But some are not so good. And then there's others that are fantastic. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Cam, we'll start with you.
Ludwig Göransson. Spelling will be atrocious.
And Albert.
Yeah, Ludwig Göransson.
Yeah, I think I can accept both those. The spelling was close enough. I'm willing to accept it. So it stays a 1-point game as we get into your next category, which is Pixar. Name one of the presents that we hear Sarge reports Andy getting before Buzz Lightyear on his birthday in Toy Story. We just need Uno.
You gave away a potential answer, Tim.
Oh,
Could have gotten Uno for his birthday.
Yikes. Oh no, I'm so sorry. 5, 4,
I apologize.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Albert first.
I said a battleship and a dog.
And Cam.
I just said Battleship.
Did I miss
So,
I heard.
yeah, I can only give it to Cam. We just asked for one, and unfortunately, dog is not one of the three. We would have accepted lunchbox, bed sheets, and board game, Battleship. So, Cam will get that point as we go on to the next one. In Planet of the Apes, this is the penultimate question. Who shoots the man with a gun at the same encampment where the group finds Nova in War for the Planet of the Apes? Also known as the best of the new Apes trilogy. Sorry, Cody. But it's true. And I just rewatched them again, and it's facts. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, Cam.
Rocket.
And Albert.
I said Caesar.
Caesar is correct. So Albert cutting into that lead again. It's now 6-5 as we get into the final question, which is in Worlds of DC. Which Worlds of DC film features a mobster named Stefano Galante? Galante, something like that. Oh, the Worlds of DC. What a time. I remember when it was the DCEU. I remember when it was whatever the Worlds of DC. I don't fucking care anymore. I'm so over it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's start with Albert.
Birds of Prey.
And Cam.
Wonder Woman 1984.
Birds of Prey is correct. So Albert tying it up with that final question, 6-6, as we get into round number 2. It is the wheel round. Here's how it's going to work. We're going to bring up the wheel from wheeldecide.com. Each player is going to have a chance to spin the wheel. If they like what they spin the first time, they can keep it, or they can choose to spin again, but they have to keep whatever they spin the second time. You will get 5 questions worth 2 points apiece. Unless you want to go to multiple choice, then it will be devalued to being worth 1. Guys, Maggie's in the next room trying to sleep. I'm being loud enough as it is. I don't want to scream at you, but you do need to know stealing is available in round number 2. The categories on your wheel this evening are Disney live action, MCU, scores and soundtracks, Fandom Oscars, Star Trek, Star Wars, DC, and Middle Earth. So, Cam, we are tied, but you are the higher seeded player. Would you like to spin first or defer to Albert?
Defer.
Yeah, I'd say let him go first.
All right.
Defer.
We'll bring in Tommy.
How nice of a pink-haired boy to allow us to spin first.
All right, so this is going to be the spin for Albert. It lands on Fandom Oscars. Would you like to keep that or spin again?
I think this is a fairly good wheel for us. I think we can take a chance in spinning again.
Yeah, I say so.
All right.
Okay. So this is what you are stuck with. And it lands on Star Wars.
All right.
Okay.
Take your time. Use those repeats if you need to. 3 left. Multiple choice be all right.
Sounds good.
All right. Albert, are you ready for your questions in Star Wars?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Your first question. How many years pass between The Phantom Menace and Attack of the Clones?
I'll take multiple choice, please.
All right. Your options are A, 5, B, 8, C, 10, D, 12. Five.
10?
That's correct for 1 point. All right, your next question. In Star Wars The Clone Wars, what's the name of the Hutt who conspires with Dooku? Five, 4.
Rota?
It is incorrect. Cam, chance for a 2-point steal.
0.
That is correct for 2-point steal.
Best holes character.
Oh my god. Okay, your next question, Albert.
Mhm.
Who physically helps Luke back into the Millennium Falcon while he is hanging on the bottom of Cloud City in The Empire Strikes Back?
Lando.
That is correct for 2 points. Your penultimate question. What type of droid is C-3PO?
Protocol droid?
That is correct for 2 points. And your final question in Star Wars. Who took over the role of Chewbacca from Peter Mayhew in The Last Jedi?
I know it, but I don't want to butcher the name, so I'll take multiple choice.
All right, your options are A, Greg Grunberg, B, Eunice Suotomo, C, Mandeep Dillon, D, Brian Herring.
It's B.
That is correct for 1 point.
I would have done the same thing because I tried writing it down and went.
Yeah.
All right, Albert, you got your total up to 12, but with that steal, Cam got up to 8. So we'll bring back up the wheel and Mr. Coho for Cam's spin at the wheel. Cam, your first spin is in, and it lands on Middle Earth. Would you like to keep it or spin again?
I'd say we might as well spin again. This is a good wheel for me.
Yeah,
too,
I was
so.
going to say, might as well just go for it again.
Spin again, good sir.
All righty. You are stuck with Spinner's Choice.
Cool.
Oscars? Scores and soundtracks?
I would probably say scores over Oscars for you personally.
All right, scores and soundtracks.
All right. Are you feeling about a 4 on this? Or what are you feeling right now?
I will take Spinner's Choice, please.
Okay,
yes.
great. Okay. All right. Your first question. Who composed the score for 2009's Friday the 13th and 2010's A Nightmare on Elm Street?
That is Steve Jablonski.
That is correct for 2 points.
The Transformers guy.
Sure. Your next question. At the start of Deadpool, What song does Wade have playing while he's drawing on the highway?
Shoop.
That is correct for 2 points.
Shoop. Shoop.
And a tag game. How many Mission Impossible films have had a score? I'm sorry, this is typed horribly. Let me restart. How many Mission Impossible films have a score composed by someone who has also scored a DC Batman film?
Three.
That is correct for 2 points. All right, Cam, your fourth question. Who is the only person who has sung more than one title song for a James Bond film?
Shirley Bassey.
Can you say that one more time?
Shirley Bassey. Shirley
Okay.
Bassey.
Thank you. That is correct for 2 points. I thought you said Bat C.
Oh,
Batman. So that is correct for 2 points. And your final question in Scores and Soundtracks. Who composed 3 Star Trek films and 2 Planet of the Apes films?
Oh, Michael Giacchino.
That is correct for 2 points. So at the end of round number 2, Cam going through Scores and Soundtracks, able to pick up all 10 points, gets his total up to 18. Albert trailing with 12. So we are going to move on to round number 3. It's the betting round. Here's how it's going to work. We are going to say a category. Then you are going to have to decide whether you want to bet 0, 1, or 2 on the question. You get the question right, you gain those points. You get the question wrong, you lose those points. We will play until someone is mathematically eliminated or the score reaches zip. So the first category that you guys can bet points on is going to be Star Wars.
I'm thinking maybe
All right.
Zach Levine. Or do you want to go with
I
Zion?
think so. I'm gonna go for. I think I'm gonna go for Zach Levine. You're right.
I don't remember if we made a code or not.
We forgot to discuss which was standard code.
Standard
The
code.
basic, extremely standard.
Yeah.
I'm thinking.
Which doesn't matter because they know it. We can honestly just talk openly
Oh,
at this point.
yeah, that's fair. I think
I would say 0.
Yeah, I'm thinking 0. Yeah, okay, we're on this page. Yeah.
Yeah, we're fine.
All right, let's get that starting with Cam.
Oh, 1 second, Albert. Looks like he. I will bet the Hut.
Okay, and wow, way to rub it in, Albert.
I didn't even.
Wow.
Forgot that was earlier.
Albert's
I feel
going
like a
1.
dick now.
Okay,
I'm so
Here-
sorry.
here is the question in Star Wars. Which Star Wars film features a ground-based ion cannon depowering a Star Destroyer so that a convoy can pass it? Koho, if you could please cam off. Thank you. Both players still have all 3 repeats, should they need them.
That's not at all how you write that
5,
letter.
4, 3.
I'll take a repeat.
Okay, Albert using his first. Which Star Wars film features a ground-based ion cannon depowering a Star Destroyer so that a convoy can pass it? Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's start with Cam, who bet 0.
I just guessed the Rise of Skywalker.
And Albert.
I said Rogue One.
Both incorrect. We are looking for The Empire Strikes Back. It's the giant nipple gun.
I hate that. I know exactly what you're talking about it when you phrase it like that.
That's how Family Guy phrases it. That's how I phrase it. So Albert loses 1 point. It is now a 7-point game with 4 questions remaining. The next category you can bet points on is going to be fandom quotes.
You can just bet 0 all the way out.
I think at this point we just gotta runs on it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're good.
Yeah, I'm good.
We're good.
All right, let's get bet starting with Albert
2.
and Cam.
I'm not making any snarky references with this one. I feel bad enough already.
All right, your question in fandom quotes. Which Middle Earth character said the quote, "My body is broken. You have to let me go. I go to my fathers, in whose mighty company I shall not now feel ashamed." Five, 4,
I'll
3.
take a repeat again.
All right, that's going to be Albert's second repeat. Which Middle Earth character said the quote, "My body is broken. You have to let me go. I go to my fathers, in whose mighty company I shall not now feel ashamed"? Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Cam, we will start with you.
Thorin Oakenshield.
And Albert.
I guess Thorin as well.
That is incorrect. The correct answer was Theoden. So the next category that you guys can bet points on is going to be YA dystopia.
Just run it.
Mm-hmm.
I'll bet
All
Hector.
All right, let's get bets starting with Albert
2.
and Cam.
0.
All right, your question is, who plays Wirus in the Hunger Games Catching Fire? Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Cam, we will start with you.
Nah.
And Albert.
I know it's not right, but Jeffrey right.
And your winner, Cameron Holtzmann. The answer was Amanda Plummer.
Pulp Fiction lady up.
So that was an interesting match. I don't know. Am I doing one big promo or separate ones? I think I'm getting the signal for separate. So we will bring in Albert first. Albert, probably not the way you wanted tonight's match to go, but you played really great in round number 1. You made your way through round number 2, even though you didn't seem super excited about Star Wars, but it just kind of came down to that betting round. It wasn't your night in the betting round. How are you guys feeling?
Yeah, not feeling good. I think starting with that Pixar round 1 question that threw me off a little bit of my game. I just misheard the question. It just rattled me throughout. Some of these Star Wars question I sort of know, but I missed it. Like the 0 thingy. I probably could have gone multiple choice, or if I took more time, would have gotten it. But yeah, wasn't my day. Not a good showing for me. But I'm disappointed myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it happens to everyone. We all have that one bad day that we just, we just can't shake the jitters. We can't shake the pressure. It happens to everyone, and it's unfortunate it happened here in tournaments, which we all be at our best. But there's still a whole, back half of the season to play, and Albert's gonna be a big. I believe I was still be a big part of that. He's going really, really strong in teams right now. He and Bowman just kicked ass in the first round of that teams tournament. like unlike anything I've ever seen. So I don't want to get any ideas that, you know, this is the real Albert. This is not the real Albert. This is the I had a bad day Albert, and we all have them. Tim's had them. I've had them. Everyone's had them. So
Absolutely.
this is not the end. This is definitely not the end of Albert in singles this season, I believe. Definitely not the last of him in teams, because he's going to continue to kick ass in teams with Boatman. So, you know what? We got to keep our heads up after this. Holzmann played a great game. You know, spinner's choice, you know, that always helps out a bit. But in the end, it just came down to round 3. We didn't get a lot of stuff we liked. So that's just how it goes.
Yeah, absolutely. Albert, as Scully mentioned, Guns and Ships does have a match coming up against, who are they playing? You guys are playing Wookiee Mistake. Also, Faction v Faction. You've got Joe and David there. Any thoughts on that match before we let you go today?
I mean, I'm looking forward to it. I mean, I've played them once before a while back, and then supposed to play them, but never happened. And now we got a chance to play it with Boatman, so I'm excited. But yeah, just looking forward to it. I'll be ready for this.
You whooped their ass. You whooped their ass with Nick Carley. Imagine what you can do with Caleb Boatman at full strength. It's going to be a fun match.
All right. Well, we're looking forward to it. Thanks, Albert and Tommy. Let's move over to the winner today. Mr. Holzmann, congrats on the win. You dominated round 2, and that didn't really even need to bet in round 3. How are we feeling?
Like, I feel conflicted because, like, obviously, it's great to win. I feel good about winning, but I hate that I have to do it against Albert. Like, Albert's my friend, Albert's my bud. I hate that I have to do this again, especially because Albert was starting to get himself back on a even record, back up on track, and then to sort of cut that short for him is not really fun to do, but it's nice to know that I'll be moving forwards. I'm proud of the game I played. Round 3 wasn't good for either of us. I just was afforded the luxury of not needing to bet in that round, and that's sort of what decided it. So, yeah.
Yeah. Koho, what did you think of the match?
Yeah, it's like it's not fun to have these two play. It's not fun for either of them to lose. We're happy that Holtzmann won. We would have been happy if Albert won. Either way, we're in the quarterfinals, which feels good. But you know, Albert's got a really, really great teams run going, and a whole second half of the year to come back. I'm excited to see what he does. And I'm very excited for Holtzmann in this tournament. I feel really good about him getting over this match. This match was the one where we were really worried. This was going to be kind of the make or break on how far we'll go in this tournament. And I'm very excited to see where Holtzmann goes next, how far he can get. And honestly, I think Holtzmann's got a good shot at making the semis. And that's an exciting thought. So.
Cameron, you will be playing in round number 3. You will be playing the winner of the number 31 seed, Brittany Tapley, and Jake Meltzer. So how are we feeling about either of those matchups?
Look, both of those are very strong rookies. Very strong rookies. But I think we can beat both.
Yeah, I don't know. It would be interesting playing Brittany because Brittany has sort of built her reputation thus far as a core geek purist for the most part, and as I've said time and time again, and as Tim hates me saying, I am not a core geek guy. I run the fringe. I'm not the core geek person.
Why would I hate? When did I say that I hate?
I thought you said you hated me saying that. Oh no, you hate me just saying that I'm not good at this and that I'm not supposed to be.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah, that's the thing you hate. Whereas Meltzer, I think he's
kind of just good at everything.
Yeah, he like
pretty
me
decent at all of it.
Yeah.
So, whoever we play, we'll take it just as seriously as we took Albert, as seriously as we took Jay, as seriously as we took Tyler. We take it as seriously as we take every match. And
then I'll see you in the semis.
And we'll see you in the semis. So.
Well,
we want that rematch. We want that rematch.
We'll see what happens. Congrats to Cam on winning the match, and guys, that's going to do it for us today at Fandom Fights. Thank you so much for watching this match. We will see you very soon with more round 2 matches, so be on the lookout for those. But For Coho, Holtzmann, Albert, Tommy, I have been Tim. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.
We
Bye-bye.
are so glad you came. Bye-bye. 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 Bye-bye now. Bye. Bye-bye. Remember, please discard all candy wrappers and popcorn containers in the nearest trash receptacle. Thank you. Okay, bye-bye now. Bye-bye. Bye. Okay. Are they all gone? Is everybody gone? Huh? Good.